Okay, I'm a little bit ratty looking because I have a fan going. Where is it? I have a fan going. It's, I don't know, 6 o'clock. And I just washed my face and washed up at the sink. I'm going to be honest, I didn't get a bath tonight, but I filled the sink with warm water and I put my cedarwood essential oils in and I washed from head to toe. So I am I'm a clean woman. I'm a clean girl. I already had my coffee earlier today. I didn't bring the card into the bedroom. I slept from 11 p.m. until 2 a.m. last night. I am exhausted. I'm going to try and just do this in a nutshell. I did a longer video, but it wouldn't all upload, so I had to delete it and start over. But I want to share a couple things before I talk about my son. I read this, I don't know where I read this at, whether it was on Google or whatever, but I read this, maybe it was TikTok, I don't know, where there was either a doctor or a nurse and they had a patient, it was an elderly man, and they asked, "How old are you?" And he said, "1." And the doctor or the nurse thought, well, he's elderly, he didn't hear me, he didn't hear the question, so they asked it again, "How old are you?" And he said, "1." And they said, well, whoever it was said, "Well, how can you be 1?" And he said, "Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow, the future is not here. I have today, 1. One day. I am 1." Let that sink in. Let that sink in. We are all 1. We have this one day. We're 1. Something else I want to share. I have Sky's iPad, and in his note section, he did a lot of writing. And every once in a while, I'll go over to the notes and I'll just tap on one of them. This morning, I tapped on his Zen Thoughts number 8. Now remember, Sky was cremated, and I tapped on number 8, and the screen comes up, and there's a few different things that are just little blurbs. He wrote, "There is nothing that is, nor that is not as it appears." And he wrote, "I am the cause of all the phenomena of my life, good, bad, or indifferent." That's a quote by Neville Goddard. But what I looked at first was something he wrote, thinking about the fact that he has been cremated. He writes, "What animates this otherwise rotting pile of flesh and bone? What allows it to walk away from the charnel ground, consumed in flame, leaving loved ones behind to mourn?" What animates this otherwise rotting pile of flesh and bone? What allows it to walk away from the charnel ground, consumed in flame, leaving loved ones behind to mourn? That's my Sky. That's how he thought, and that's how he wrote. He wrote after that, "Control your thoughts by not letting them define who you are. Do not claim possession of your thoughts. You experience them, but you did not create them, nor is it required for you to act upon them." He wrote, "Peace cannot be found," in quotes, "only practiced. If you found peace, you would not recognize it." Peace cannot be found, only practiced. If you found peace, would you recognize it? Embrace it? What would it be like? Imagine the peace you want. Embrace that peace in your imagination. Practice that peace with others and live that peace. That's all you can do. Everyone else must find their own peace. I love reading his writings. it makes me feel like he's right here with me. Let me bring you up to date on my son. He's okay enough, like he's okay. The determination is still what direction to go. To try to put the implant on the other side of his chest, which is the left side, and they're thinking there may not be enough room for the implant on the left side either. Again, it's an anatomy thing. So they're trying to work with the insurance company, which is more like a charitable group from because he was a veteran, and they're trying to work out the cost. These injections that would go into his abdomen, there's one every 4 months, and each one is $1,000. The insurance covers $800. He has to pay $200. So that's what's being done now, figuring that out. How does that get done? So he's okay. Not a lot of sleep for him. He's not feeling great. He's having a lot of panic attacks. He's scared. I'm scared. He's scared. He's not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. The whole 9 yards, that whole thing. My 83-year-old friend came over today, and I took a walk. I went up to the corner store, and I got ready-made, like little hoagies, like little Zeps sandwiches. And when you buy a sandwich, you get a free bag of chips. The little Lay's bags, And so I got 2 sandwiches and 2 bags of chips, and I got him a Diet Pepsi. He had a birthday back in May, and I never celebrated with him. And so I said, come over and have lunch. I'll go get us sandwiches. And I was able to do that. And we sat and talked about, Sky's death, this man's health. He's walking with a cane. I needed to help him up and down the steps. It took me right back to when Sky was trying to maneuver the steps. It brought some PTSD into my life. But it was so enjoyable to have someone to have a meal with. He stayed for about, he got here at 12:30, and he left at 1:45. So a little over an hour. I had a glass of water with my meal, and I just had a peach, and I have more water, and I put all my lotions and potions on and all that. I'm hoping to get some sleep tonight, a little bit, and I'm just going to get into the habit of taking a nap in the afternoon if I can. I did put something on Sky's obituary page for yesterday because yesterday was 18 weeks. And I paid 2 months ahead in my rent today, so that's a win for me. I can breathe a little bit easier for half a second, And I think that's about it. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. Doesn't mean anything to me here. I'll be by myself. Both my old friends have plans with their families, and I will just be here. It will just be me, and I have things to make a salad, and I have bacon so I can do a BLT. And I hard-boiled half a dozen eggs today, so I could have hard-boiled. I don't know. I'll find something. Maybe I'll watch a little TV, work on my puzzle, work on my gem art. I'll find things to do. But this is my first 4th of July without Sky. Him and I would normally make up a little picnic. We would go to the corner store. We would get chicken. We would get macaroni salad, potato salad, some pickled eggs, and we would get chips and something to drink for each of us, some green tea. And we would go down to the lake and put a blanket out, and we would have a picnic. This is the first year without him, 4th of July. So I will be here on my own, and that's okay. I'm here on my own every day. So thank you for choosing me. Some new people have reached out to me. Thank you for doing that on Messenger. please tell me who you are and what your name is when you put in comments, so I know who I'm talking to, if you don't mind, because otherwise I get confused and I have to be careful who I talk to. So no offense as far as that, but I have to be careful. I'm so tired, you guys. Oh, and Liam, thank you for telling me your name. Thank you. It's nice to meet you, Liam. I love that name. I love that name. You have a beautiful name, but you have a beautiful heart too, a beautiful spirit. So I wanted to make this just real short and just kind of just throw it out there. And I got through the day. It's just about time for me to decide what if anything I'm going to have for a dinner. Maybe I'll just have cereal tonight. And over the next couple days, I'll get some groceries. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm going to go. So far, everybody's holding their own. Everybody's holding their own. That's all I can say. We're all holding our own, right? Yeah. I'm not really with it. I'm out of it because I'm so tired. I'm sleepy, you guys. I'm sleepy. I'm very sleepy. And it seems like the sleepier I get, the less I can sleep. So I don't have anything tomorrow. I'm just going to be a slug. And yeah, I'm just going to be a slug tomorrow. I think I'll just do little crafty projects tomorrow. And Friday, one of my friends is going to drive me up to the AT&T store to see what the situation would be with the trade-in on my phone. My phone is starting to not hold battery charge. It's starting to not type out some of the letters. So I've got to get another phone before this one just completely dies. So he told me he would take me up Friday morning. I'll let you know how all that goes, whether or not I'm able to work something out. Hopefully I can. So I love you. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you're going to do for the 4th of July. Put in the comments what your plans are, if you would, for the 4th. Thank you for all the prayers and love for Kenny. He appreciates it. He definitely appreciates it. So thank you very much for that. And I'm doing a lot of talking to God. Turning over a lot of my troubles to God and saying, can you just hang on to these for a minute because my plate is full. And so can you take some of this and work on it for me? Yeah, so I got to go. Thank you for choosing me. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the 4th.